A mother attacks her teenage son's girlfriend, denies what the video shows, then faces a judge who gives her two choices: treatment or prison.
All right, so why are you beating up on a 14 or 15-year-old? And you came up behind her, pulled her by her hair, dragged her by the hair, and punched her. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you hitting on a 14-year-old? So are you saying that this is just all made up?
Oh gosh.
There's a video according to the police report.
I know there's a video. I know it's a blurry video. I know it looks like me.
Yeah, it's saying that you pulled her hair, you beat her up.
Yeah, I'm aware of what she said I did.
Charged with injury to a child, bodily injury intentionally or knowingly. That's a third-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication? If for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 10 years in prison. Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes.
Showing you the plea bargain page, did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the plea, state is recommending deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. No contact with Ariana Garza. Did you understand with the affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand with an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to be designated as a primary custodial parent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand supervision before a term of 4 years? Did you understand that's a recommendation from the state and the court does not have to follow that recommendation?
Yes, ma'am.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. State offer states one and attachments.
We did review them, no, Judge.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding you guilty as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing? Anything you might want to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, there are several things. She's 33 years old. This case happened about 3.5 years ago. Since that time, everything's been perfect. It's happened to be the girlfriend of her son, who she thought was leading him down the wrong path. Certainly not handled correctly, but the boy does not date or see the girlfriend anymore. Mom has not seen this girl since that time. She does have full-time employment as a night auditor of a local hotel. She's gainfully employed. She does other side work with other groups that she can tell you about if you'd like to hear, because I'm not familiar with the groups that she works with.
So how old was your son's girlfriend?
At the time, my son was 15, so I was swimming around 14, 15.
All right, so why are you beating up on a 14 or 15-year-old?
I'm not the one who did it.
I'm sorry, what?
I didn't. I've never seen this. Like, I've seen the girl in person, but I've never.
Now, according to the police report, what you just pled to, she was walking with your son in a park and you came up behind her, pulled her by her hair, dragged her by the hair and punched her. So I'm trying to figure out, why are you hitting on a 14-year-old? I'm sorry, what?
I mean,
There's a video according to the police report.
it's. I know there's a video. I know it's a blurry video. I know it looks like me.
So are you saying that this is just all made up?
Oh gosh.
No, if you want a jury trial, we will give you a jury trial.
I don't want it to go bad and make it, and I go to prison for something I didn't do.
Well, here's the thing. If you're saying you didn't do this and you want a jury trial, then guess what? In the 187th, I will put cases to trial and we will give you your jury trial. But what I'm reading in the police report, there is a video. And yeah, it's saying that you pulled her hair, you beat her up.
No, I'm aware of what she said I did.
So your only question is, do you want a jury trial or not?
I don't want to do a trial.
All right. So then we're back to the point. Why are you pulling on a child's hair?
No, I was angry. I was really, really upset. My son wasn't going down any wrong path until he met this girl. They were doing drugs. He was running away. He was stealing cars. I was just trying to be a good parent.
Well, I mean, how is it a good parent to beat up somebody who's dating your son? Why do you think that she's in charge of your son's actions? Did she put a gun to his head and say, do these drugs with
Why would
me?
you tell my son she was pregnant?
All right. Then people need to start supervising their children better.
That's true.
I'm going to sentence you to 6 years deferred adjudication. There's an affirmative finding of family violence, no contact with Ariana. That's Ariana Garza. Proof of employment within 30 days. There's to be no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular UAs. No unsupervised contact with minors. 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once she's completed parenting classes, that will be deemed satisfied. There's to be field visits.
Time to turn herself in Friday or do weekends.
No, they don't do weekends anymore at the jail.
So I gotta go to jail for 30 days.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled State's Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision and State's Motion to Supplement Pending Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you the same Angel Montoya who's placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 0054 for the offense of injury to a child bodily injury on February 13th, 2024 for a term of 6 years? Is that you?
Yes,
How
ma'am.
do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
I'm sorry?
True. Sorry.
Questions?
No objection, Your Honor.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find violation of condition number 4 true. Why isn't she reporting?
Your Honor, is the court inclined to hear testimony? Because I have one witness as well.
State your name for the record.
Leslie Dennis.
All right. Counsel, you may proceed.
Ms. Banderas, how long have you known Ms. Montoya?
All right.
All her life. And you're familiar with her legal situations that she's been involved with, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you've got a unique knowledge of that based on some of the organizations that actually, community organizations, the numerous community organizations that you're involved with, correct?
Yes.
Like, what are some of those organizations?
I have an organization, it's called Homies United Network,
Mhm.
how we deal with the.
Understanding of Ms. Montoya's, what she's dealing with.
Yes,
And so, you admit you deal with the formerly incarcerated.
yes,
When she had gotten out, she was on a parole, is that correct?
yes,
And, but she did, bottom line, you deal with a lot of people in these situations, correct?
yes,
Would you say that she was putting her best foot forward to try to be in compliance with her parole and the new probation that she had received?
yes. From what I saw, she was completing, going to classes, and correspondence with her probation and her parole officer. We were even getting, visits. She was getting visits to homes. So as far as I know, they were good visits, as far as I'm going over there.
I'll pass the witness.
Any questions?
Just a few questions. I'm sorry, I better catch your name.
Leslie Banderas.
Miss Banderas?
Banderas.
Balderas. And how long did you say you've known Miss Montoya?
I've known her all her life.
All her life. So since you were children, you guys grew up together, I guess?
I'm her mother.
Oh, you're her mother. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part too. All right. So you being her mother, are you aware of the issues she's been having with substance abuse?
Yes, I've been aware as far as what she was I guess smoking.
Okay. How, to your knowledge, how long has she been abusing drugs or smoking, as you said?
I'm not even gonna lie to you. When my kids didn't even start messing up their life after they moved out of the house after the age of 18.
Okay, so-
She's always had I've never had problems with her in school, anything like that. She graduated,
Yeah.
even had a scholarship to go to college.
Mhm.
She was good, so.
Sorry to interrupt. You're recommending that she be continued?
Correct.
All right, so here's my question for her. Either she wants to be on probation or not. She's not going to be released today. She's going to safety. If she doesn't want to go to safety, then she's going to be revoked.
I believe the recommendation was SATIF, Your Honor, or no, safety.
It's sad, but based upon the stipulation, and this is more than just, I think, can be taken care of by SATF, because let me just tell you the reason why I say that. Use drugs, and potentially could go to prison for 10 years, or either I don't. And she made the choice. I'm going to use. So that tells me that her thought processes are not where they should be, and that she's in the throes of her addiction. So I'm going to give her a choice of whether she wants to be continued on probation and go to safety, or whether she wants to go to prison.
What is that, CFP?
It's an inpatient treatment facility at the prison.
Oh, and they provide housing, because me,
Yes, they do.
what, like I said, the organizations that we do, we just feel, they need help regardless of what.
No, they're gonna give her help.
Regardless of what the case is, every individual needs help.
No, they're going to give her help if she wants it. So let me have you step back, and I'm going to ask her what she wants. Felony drug court is probably not going to accept her. I'd say 98%, because of these charges and the underlying facts that are in these stipulations. So you have a choice. If you want, and these are your only two choices, there are no other choices. So there's no third choice. One, I can continue you. I will continue you and sentence you to safety. Or two, I will revoke you and sentence you to 5 years in the prison.
Okay, but that interferes with my parole that I'm already on. And I'm good on parole. I go to all my classes, I pass all my drug tests, even some of the drug tests that I've come out.
See, these are things that people need to do when they're not
I
in
was
custody.
doing that before custody. I have proof that I was doing that before custody. I went to university, I got into behavioral classes, I got into therapy. When I went to my TAP evaluation, I asked for the intensive
Mhm.
outpatient drug course, because I told her I felt like I needed the help.
And if I may, Judge, we did verify that with probation. She was only one class away from intensive outpatient, but I think the big thing is that they wrote her glowing reviews. They said she was doing a very good job.
Mhm.
That's in the notes. It's also reflected in the court summary.
Any
in terms of
objections
that
to
she
the
was
court
doing-
reviewing the court summary?
No, Your Honor.
From the state.
All right, in reviewing the court summary, it says that once she just found out she had a warrant, she didn't report anymore.
Yes, Your Honor, I believe, but it's also under the, if I could see it. What I was just specifically referring to was in their justifications. Just that specific language about.
All right, so what I'm telling
despite
everybody,
their great attendance in the IOP program.
all right, so this is what I'm telling everybody. They 99%, there's a 1%, maybe they'll accept her in the felony drug court, but there's a 99% chance they are not. What I'm telling you is she has a choice. If she would like for me to revoke her, I will sentence her to the 5 years. If not, then, I'll send her to felony drug court, but I'm telling you, felony drug court is not going to accept her. There's a 99% chance they won't accept her. If they don't accept her, she's going to safety. So those are the choices. There are no other choices.
Yeah, I understand this.
So, can I have 30 seconds, Judge?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. If we could, about how long do we think the felony drug court referral would take? Because
They'll probably have it done by next week.
Because there's some questions to ask in terms of whether or not the safety would result in her parole being revoked, because it's treated as if, and I would ask the court too, it would be treated as if she's being sent to prison, which would revoke her current parole. That's a question that I would like to know, because I'm not
will
something
tell
at
you
the
that
front of my thoughts.
if
I'm
it-
not sure if that's true.
If that's true and it results in that, then
Yes.
we can always bring her back. All right, the court is finding violation of condition number 4 true. Court would deny the motion. Alternate amend conditions to include in custody, a referral to felony drug court. If not accepted, then safe P.